Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be taking a look at a couple of items from a company called Andar. They reached out to me and asked if I would be interested in checking out their products, so I went on their site and I actually picked two different items. The first one is a wallet, which is this one right here, and the other one is an accessory. Now I was pretty excited to get these in because I've heard a lot of really good things about Andar, specifically their wallets. And then when I saw that they made this accessory, which is something that I was actually looking for, I decided to ask them to send it over, and that was really cool. So here it is. So we'll go ahead and take a look at both of these. We'll start with the accessory here. And this is actually something that, like I mentioned already, I've been looking at purchasing for something that I carry on an everyday basis, and that is my iPods. Now, I still have the first version of the iPods. This is the version 1. I haven't had a need to upgrade to the newer one, which is the 2 or the Pro. The reason for it is because I do use the AirPods, but I don't really use them that often. So I didn't feel like I needed to upgrade to the newer version, so I stuck with the original version here. So what this is, it's an actual case for the AirPods, which is really cool. So it comes in this little bag here, which is nice to keep it safe and secure. And here's the case itself. Now this case is actually made out of wood, which is really nice. I didn't even think of looking for a wooden case. I was kind of looking for the, like the silicone ones that you just drop it in there and stuff like that. But then I saw that they have these. They actually have a couple different versions. They have wooden ones, they have leather ones. So I decided to go with the wood because I think it looks like really cool. It gives it a really nice classy look to the AirPods case. And basically it's, this particular one is a maple wood. And then they also have a walnut wood, which is a lighter shade of the wood. It's real wood. And what it does is it provides you 360 degrees of protection and coverage so that your AirPods case doesn't get scratched up or anything like that. Now, they do make it for version 1 and 2, which is this case right here. And then they also make it for the AirPods Pro. So it's the case is a little bit different, but basically it'll look the same as your case, just the cover like this. Now, what's really cool about it is that even though it is a wooden case, you're still able to use the wireless charging. So if you have like the version 2 or the AirPods Pro and you normally wireless charge those, then you can still do it with the case in it. So taking a look at the case itself, it looks really similar to the AirPods case. I think they did a really awesome job matching everything up. So you have the little tab right here where you open up the top. And then you have this leather hinge, which looks really awesome also. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't really look too much into how how it looked all the way around. Before I asked them to send it to me, and when I got it and I saw that it has this leather hinge, I thought it looked even cooler. And then on the bottom here, you do have the cutout for the charger. So again, because I have the version 1, I still have to physically plug in the lightning connector to it. So I like the fact that you have the holes right there. And you have just the branding right here on the side. It just says Andar, kind of like etched or I don't know, carved into the wood, which is really cool. So very easy to do. Basically, all you have to do is just open it up. You slip the iPod's case in there, and as you guys can see, it does have like a little felt lining around there. You also have it on the bottom section here. All right, so it's nice and secure in there, and then you just close it up. And as you guys saw, it was a little bit of a snug fit, but that's you do want that because you want to make sure that it's in there and it's not rattling around or anything like that. Again, the opening on the bottom is there, so you can go ahead and plug in your charger. And then when you need it, just using the little notch right there, you just push the case open. And actually, because the top of the case actually stays on the top of the leather case, or I'm sorry, of the wooden case, the case for the AirPods actually comes up a little bit, which is interesting. I think the hinge mechanism actually makes it do that. And at first I thought there was something wrong with it, but I actually like the fact that it comes up because it gives you a little bit more of an area to actually remove the AirPods, as opposed to if it was sitting flush in there, then you'd have to kind of go in there. It's when you have it in hand, you would know what I mean. But I think it feels really sturdy, which is nice. The leather hinge looks really nice, also nice fit and finish to it. And then even though it is nice and snug in there, if you did have to remove it, you can still remove it. Basically, all you have to do is just kind of wiggle out the top of the case, just like that. There you go. and then it comes out. So it's not a permanent solution. So again, don't worry if you kind of want to rock the case without the wooden case on top, you are able to do that. But I think it looks really nice. It definitely sets it apart from a lot of the other AirPods out there. So everybody's AirPods are white unless you buy them and you put a wrap or something like that on it, or a case. So this way I know these are mine, and it feels really nice in the hands because it has that nice wooden feel to it. And the little leather hinge actually adds a little bit more of an accent to it. So I'm really excited to actually start using this. Again, as far as usage goes, just having the AirPods and putting it in my bag and stuff like that. So this is really cool. So this one is called the Madera, which is it's actually technically wood in Spanish. So if you guys are interested, check it out on the site. I'll leave a link below where you guys can find that. So moving forward, we'll take a look at the wallets. As I mentioned, I picked this particular wallet for them to send me. This one, as you guys can see from the packaging here, is called the Apollo, which is really cool. They have a lot of different wallets on their site, and they all have really interesting names. So I picked this particular one because it kind of matches the style of wallet that I like carrying myself. If you guys follow my channel, you know that I review a ton of wallets, but all in all, I still have a particular form factor that I gravitate towards, and this particular one here, this matches what I like. Comes in this really nice cardboard box here, just no branding or anything like that. It just has the color of the wallet that you choose. So I chose the saddle brown color. The Apollo is actually available in about 6 different colors, including a cork version, which is really interesting. I never heard of a cork wallet before, but it does come available in that, and then 5 other leather versions also. So if you have a particular color that you like, then they might have that color available. So inside the box, you have the wallet again in one of those little bags here, and then you have this thank you card. It's really nice. I like when companies kind of go out of their way to make you feel special and stuff like that. So on the back, you do have a 5% coupon. So if you guys are interested, I will, like I mentioned, I'll leave a link below. Use that link. They're actually, partnered with me to, get a little bit of a kickback when everybody buys using that particular link. So if you use a link, you can use this code THANKS5 to get 5% or $5 off, I should say, $5 off, and then I get a little bit of a kickback. So I would definitely appreciate that. So there it is. So let's set this to the side, and we'll take a look at the wallet itself. Pulling it out of the bag here, really nice presentation. So here it is. Again, I went with the saddle brown option. It's just like a darker brown. I think it looks really nice. I've had other wallets in that color, and I just like the way that it patinas after a while. You get scratches and stuff like that from the wallet, so it kind of makes it more your own. So that's why I decided to go with this one. So right on the front here, you just have the word Andar right there, and then their little logo on there. It kind of looks like some steps or a ladder or something like that. So pretty interesting. Again, really nice supple leather. As you feel it, it feels really nice. Very, very nice quality feel to it. And then a fit and finish with the stitching and everything looks really, really awesome. Nice rounded corners. So again, really nice wallet. But key thing is for EDC purposes, it's very minimalistic, which is nice, which is what I gravitate again towards. I like thin wallets. I just put a couple of cards in there, maybe some business cards, and then some money, and then I go from there. Now, one of the really cool things about Andar is that all of the wallets also offer RFID protection. So if that's something that you're looking for, Andar has you covered in that sense, because you're going to have your information protected. Nobody can go ahead and scan those cards and get it from you. So this particular one, again, the Apollo, actually has 5 card slots, and it will hold a total of up to 10 cards, which is really nice in a really thin form factor wallet like this one. So looking on the outside, you have a card slot right here that has a cutout. So this is probably going to be where you would want to have your most used card. So if you have like a bank card or a credit card that you always use, go ahead and slide it in there. Now for demonstration purposes, I just have some blank cards here. So just slide the card right in there, and then again you have the cutout right there. So if you need to use it, just push it up and you're good to go. So this will house your most used card. On the outside of the back here, you don't have anything. You just have a little tab right there, which I'll get to in a second. As you open up the wallet, you have a couple different compartments. You have 2 more card slots right here, which again, these are good for like maybe your other 2 most used cards. So as you slide those in there, Those fit perfectly in there, which is really nice, and nice and staggered. I like the fact that they have this kind of diagonal cut, so it gives you a little bit more of an area to actually be able to pull out the cards if you need it. Same thing with the back card, you're able to access it, and then you're good to go. And on this side, you have an ID pocket, which has a window there. This is obviously perfect for things like a driver's license or a permit of some sort or something like that. So it just slides right in there. And again, you have the window available, so if you need to show somebody your ID, you can go ahead and do that. But if you need to access it, there is no plastic or anything like that. You can still go ahead and push it out with your thumb and gain access to it. There's a lot of wallets that I review that, the cards are really difficult to get out of the different slots. This one, even though it's brand new, it still almost feels like it's worn in a little bit, which is really nice because you don't get that stiffness that you do with other leather wallets. And then right in the middle here, you do have a money clip, which is really nice. It's actually on spring, so it springs out like that and then clips back on. Let me show you guys. I just have a couple of bills here. This is actually five bills, just so I can show you how that works. Basically open it up, put the bills in the middle there, and then just close it down, and the clip actually does a really good job at retaining the bills in there. They're not going to fall out or anything like that. And again, really nice and thin form factor. So as you guys see, I have 1, 2, 3 cards in there, and then 4 if you consider that an ID. But I mentioned that you have the ability to put up to 10 cards, and that's where this little tab right here comes into play. So this flap on the outside here, it's another pocket, and it actually stores some more cards. So what you do is, again, I just have a couple more cards, just random cards. You just slide them into that opening there, then it goes right in there. And if you need to access it using this pull tab, it's an elastic pull tab, you just pull up, brings the cards out, and then that retracts back, and then you're able to get to it, fan the cards out, get the one you want, and then you can just push the other ones back in, and then you're good to go. So as you saw, I just put 3 cards in there, 4 with the ID, 5, 6 with the 2 on the side, and then 7 with the one on the outside. And I still have more room to put up to 3 more cards because it does, like I mentioned, hold up to 10 cards. So it still keeps a really, really thin form factor, which again is really nice, especially so you don't have a lot of bulk if you still carry your wallet in your back pocket. I still do because I keep a thin form factor wallet. I just always carry it in my back pocket, so I haven't moved to front pocket carrying, but you can easily do it with this wallet as well. Again, you have the access to your cash right there. If you need to grab a bill or something like that, you can go ahead and fan through it and get to it. So I think for the most part, this is going to be a great wallet. I like the organization. I like how everything has a place for itself. The money, your most used cards, your ID, and then the extra cards on the back right here, and then the ones in the front there. And then it still feels really nice and thin in the hand and obviously in the pocket as well. For the most part, I really do like the feel of it, which is really nice. The leather is nice and supple. And this color on the saddle brown is really, really nice. But like I mentioned, they have about 5 other colors available, plus that cork version. So 6 different colors available in the wallet if you're interested. And then also, if you want something maybe larger or smaller, they do have other options. So definitely check out that link below that I'll leave on the description if you guys want to find out a little bit more about the Apollo or any other cards, or any other wallets, I should say, that Andar carries, as well as any other accessories. Like I mentioned, the Madera AirPods case here is really, really awesome, and they do have quite a few other accessories available. So definitely use that link below. Again, get a little bit of a kickback, so it helps out the channel, and I can do more videos like this. So there it is. This is a look at the Apollo and the Madera from Andar. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.